Afternoon, Kirsten here, and there you go. It's afternoon in the West Country, of course, in the deep West, and yeah, it's summer apparently, but it's not cold. It's a bit blowy. It's a bit not cold. Look, I haven't done a walk and talk for a while. It's because I've been really busy. I've been busy writing. I've been busy speaking at events. A lot about generative AI, indeed, and we can debate that another time. But I also doing a lot of stuff in Web3 at the moment, and we've got a couple of big Web3 investments, and I just wanted to touch on what seems to be a lot of confusion around Web3, and it's almost as if Web3 is getting a bad name, a bit like the metaverse. Yeah, what can we say about the metaverse? I mean, I think the clown Zuckerberg, he peaked a bit early, didn't he? And apparently he's blown billions on trying to get the metaverse. But he should know more than anybody else that the absolute compute power required to deliver photorealistic environments is just beyond current computing. So Web3. I mean, a lot of people are giving it a hard time, Web3, and I'm wrestling with that, because it's those people who say, "Oh, we don't do NFTs," and blockchain is it's not so good. Well, you don't need either of those in Web3, especially not NFTs. And for me, Web3, as I've said in my other series, I did 4 very sort of quick run through of Web3, and by all accounts people sort of agreed. But I've also been thinking about what comes after Web3. So if we think about Web3, puts us in control, right? I'm a consumer, I'm a customer, I buy products, I consume services, and it puts me in control. So we're flipping the pyramid, and I'm in control of my experience, my journey, my information, and I decide how much information I want to share. And the more I share, of course, and the more I get involved in that interchange, then I would expect to be rewarded for sharing that information about my buying frequencies and my preferences, and even about the particular products or transactions that I've been involved in. Yeah, I might share them in an anonymized way, maybe, or even in a full disclosure way. I might decide to share them because we can help the cause. But if you think about it, this is about data, isn't it? It's about our control of our identity, our data, our sovereignty. We decide, and that's the difference between Web 2 and Web 3. Is Web 2 is all centralisation, and it's where they decide, and they place rules on you, and you have to comply. Otherwise, you can't consume those products and services. Which is, and they take your data, they trade your data, they leak it, they get hacked, and they trade the data and make money from it, and you don't. So that's Web 2. Web 3 is where we're turning that model on its head. So it's all about us. But so what comes after Web 3? Now, Web 3 is still around, but I've been thinking about what comes next. And if you think about the problem with the internet, I mean, everyone says Web 3, or a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people say, Web 3 is the internet replacement. It's not. Look, you can't replace the internet, and it is what it is. 80,000 boundary routers. It's the DNS system, the system which is based on a packet-switched network. It is what it is, and it's under-licensed. The telcos run it pretty much, and you're not going to replace the internet. Certainly not in the short term, anyway. But what you do have the opportunity for is, if you think about the vulnerabilities of the internet, it is this thing called copy, edit, paste. So as the stuff that you're passing over the internet can be intercepted, it can be copied, it can be changed. It is a little bit, the Wild West. And even if you encrypt it, line encryption, pad encryption, all the different variants of encryption, the chances are that your message, your data is going to be intercepted, and also you could be impersonated. So we have issues of access to your data, and access is also different to ownership, of course. So there we are, we're right in the middle of the core issue, which is what comes after Web 3, dare I say is Web 4, but the Web 4 incarnation of all of this will be where the data itself is intelligent, and the data itself is paired to the creator, the owner, the individual who generated that content, information, story, song, anything you like, really. And in a sense, that's bit of wind. In a sense, that's the essence of it, really, because if all data was owned and could be identified, and it was biometrically paired to the person who created it, therefore you can track and trace it. You could follow it everywhere. where it is, who's viewing it, who's consuming it, maybe trying to copy it, maybe they're trying to watch or record something, but they don't have your permission, or they're not paying you for it. And by being able to track and trace it, you can take some recourse, you can take some action, send them an invoice, turn them off, send them a legal letter, or what have you. So for me, this is the ultimate change to commerce, where the data itself becomes intelligent, and dare I say it, we have Web 4. Talk soon.